What up, YouTube? It's your boy T Electric coming at y'all, man. I just been chilling today. I'm a big fan of Halloween, so I've been chilling watching all these Halloween movies, horror movies, just chilling. I thought about my everyday carry right here, which is the Glock 19. But I'm here to talk about, it's not loaded. I'm here to talk about my the mags for my Glock 19. Like, about this brand new. It come with 3 mags. Keep one of them loaded with my civil defense. These bad boys travel 2,000 feet per second. They go through bulletproof vests. Just do your research. Look it up. This is what I carry with. They hollow points. They my favorite. But I also have my extended mags. This one right here is the a man 2. And this one is 34 rounds. This is one of the extended mags. Also, I have the ETS mag, which is these the same type of mags that I have for the PTR that came with the PTR, the MP5 clone. This one right here, 40 rounds. It's ETS. And I also have the 50 round drum. This is the 50 round drum. I actually got footage of me shooting this at the range. I'm gonna show y'all how I look inside the Glock. One thing about this drum I noticed, when it's empty, you cannot rack it because the follower will get caught up in there and it'll pull the follower out. So my advice is, do not rack this mug while it's empty. But this is how the Glock look with the 50 round drum. That's how I look with the 50 round drum. Then you got the a band too, 34 rounds. 35 if you got one in the head. That's how I look with the man. Then we got the ETS right here. That's cold right there. Those are some of the accessories I have with the for the Glock. And y'all already know I got the Gen 2, the MCK Gen 2, where you just, let me see, slide that bad boy up in there, lock her in, then there she go. And then how I usually rock it, I put the drum in and the man, or I might put the 40. Got the holographic sight. But in my opinion, I would highly suggest that, when you carrying your, if you got a Glock 19 or a 17, I would never, me personally, I would never use these in a self-defense situation unless I have to. Because I don't know how reliable they are. I would trust the Glock mag. Glock got the 33 rounders that's Glock branded. I would trust them. I hear nothing but good things about the man 2, and it's 50-50 on these. But I've never had any problems with it. But if it was a situation that um, that I would have to use it, I would not have these. I just have the regular mags. I know they're not gonna fail. Any gun capable of jamming, but I would feel safer with this. And also, I really don't have a need to carry a 34 round or a 50 rounder, for the simple fact that if I'm gonna go that far in doing that, I have the micro Scorpion. I have the micro Scorpion. That's 9 mil. That hold 30 rounds. I got a 50 round drum for it. I have the Sig Sauer MPXK. That's another 30 rounder. That whole 30 rounds in the mag. And I also got the PTR 9KT. So those are my options. If I feel the need to have a 30 round mag, I just rock with the, like I say, the Scorpion or the MPX or the PTR. Or the Micro Draco. That's a higher caliber. But I wouldn't, like I say, I wouldn't use these in the life or death. Like if it was imminent danger. I mean, if I had no choice, then I have no choice but to trust it. But I wouldn't want to put myself in a situation to where, I would have to rely on this when I got other, firearms that can do the same thing. That's more than capable, man. But Halloween is Saturday. It's one of my favorite holidays. I've been loving Halloween since I was a kid. I just want all y'all to be safe. If y'all got these same type of mags, let me know what's your opinion on them. Let me know how y'all like them. You know what I'm saying? I think they best for at the range. You know what I'm saying? And if you get them to the range and you don't have no problems, no failure to feed at the range, then maybe yes. But in my situation, like I say, I don't have to walk around, with this on me when I got the Scorpion MPX and the PTR, the other guns. So, what your feedback is, and last video, about 3 people hit me up saying I helped motivate them to go out and get a gun, man. When y'all say that to me, it means the world to me. You hear me? It means the world to me that I am able to make a difference in somebody's life. And when I say that, life or death situation, because like I say, I'm in Detroit, man, and I ain't knocking my city. I love my city, but sometimes, man, things can be crazy as hell, man. Like just last night, I heard about 20 shots go off. You know what I'm saying? In the distance, man, and I looked at my Citizen app. Somebody reported it and said some crazy motherfucker was just driving around randomly, shooting at people's houses and shit, man. So we live in. I can't express this enough. It's just crazy out here. So I feel that y'all, telling you, do a favor for yourself. Arm up. I don't care what it is, as long as you got something to get an intruder off of you, man. It's crazy out here. We got these home invasions, and they not just wanting to take your properties. They trying to take your life. They trying to inflict harm on you, man. So, hey, be ready. Listen, be ready at all times. Be ready at all times. When I'm out there traveling, I got my Glock with me, but I also gonna have a truck gun, and it might be the Draco, it might be the PTR. But lately, man, I've been wanting to, it's got to be that Rattler, it's got to be that Draco, or it could be any one of these right here, the brand or the AR pistol. You know, lately I've been traveling with the AR pistol. It's crazy out here. Then we got, like I said, I got the brand. This is registered as a pistol. You know, so you just gotta be. I can't express this enough. I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm gonna always do it. Stay, listen, stay ready. Stay ready. Okay? It's all kind of shit could happen. It's election year, you know. And by the way, I'm not no Republican, and I'm no Democrat. I'm independent, and when I say I'm independent, man, I'm not one of those type of people that I'm not arguing. I'm not one of those type of people that is just believe in what I see on TV on the news. You know, all of them the same. Fox News, they got their agenda. CNN, they got their agenda. Everybody is going on a narrative. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to open up your eyes and see shit for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I'm not no Republican. I'm not a Democrat. You know, the only reason why I lean towards, personally I lean towards Trump. I don't necessarily like Trump like that, but I respect the fact that he ain't going around bragging about how when he's going to take away people's AR-15s and enforce, make the gun laws more, tougher, man. I just can't. I'm not down with that. So, in my opinion, if you voting for Biden, you voting you voting for to have your guns potentially, took from you. I hear about mandatory gun buyback programs that's mandatory. Hell no, man. I'm not getting rid of my shit. That shit is not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've offended some people. Some people left a couple of sly comments. How could you go for Trump? It ain't about that. It's about going for what works for you. What's in your best agenda? Biden been in motherfucking politics for what? Almost 50 years, and he ain't did shit. He ain't did shit for nobody that I know of. Trump ain't no angel, but like I said, at least he not trying to talk about, taking away people guns and shit. I know all that bump stock and shit, but I'm talking about with Biden them, that shit is extreme. They talking about actually taking away a motherfuckers' guns. They want you to have a revolver or, an Elmer Fudd shotgun, man. Fuck that shit, man. I just saw in my Citizen app where 10 motherfuckers with guns was breaking in somebody's house, man. Now, you tell me how the fuck you gonna fight off 10 people armed with an Elmer Fudd shotgun? You gonna get shot the fuck up. So kiss my motherfucking ass with that. And I'm tired of these motherfucking, these liberals, these Democrat motherfuckers, and these niggas, my black people. Stop that shit, man. You got your black people, you got your white people, you got niggas. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about white, black, and everything in between. But I'm about to talk about some niggas now. And I'm about to talk about my own kind right now. You got some black people and some white people that's automatically brainwashed to think that Republicans are racist and that they all are rich. And that shit come from generations and generations of their parents that was teaching them that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's all bullshit. I'm going to tell you the up and up. Republicans, conservatives and Republicans, they're not necessarily racist or all of them are rich. But my take is on it is like this. Democrats they like pimps. They gonna prey on the poor. That's the way I see it. They gonna prey on poor people. Um, Republicans tend to be more, wealthier or whatever. It was always taught to me when I was growing up as a kid, Republicans wasn't for the poor, they only for the rich. Democrats is for the poor. Okay, my take on it, the way I see it, my viewpoint is Republicans ain't necessarily racist. They may be wealthy, but they don't give a fuck, man. Look, this is a Republican's point of view. And I may be wrong, but this is how I see it. This is a Republican point of view. All right, look, if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. But don't look at me. I ain't about to extend my hand to help you do shit. You hear me, motherfucker? If you broke and you poor and you struggling, hey man, figure that shit out. Figure that shit out. But I ain't helping you. You know what I'm saying? If you make it, that's fine. If you don't make it, hey, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I feel that's how Republicans are. Democrats, okay, we're gonna help you. We're gonna give you some food stamps. We're gonna give you some welfare money. We're gonna put you in some programs. But remember, at the end of the day, you owe me. You owe me. You better vote for me. And by the way, the Democrats is like this. Vote for us. We for the poor. We're going to help you. We're going to give you food stamps. We're going to give you, a check and all that. Republicans don't give a fuck about the poor, so don't vote for them. But at the same time, the Democrats, I feel like when they do that, they're going to be like, you know what, motherfucker? You know what? I'm going to give you these motherfucking stamps. I'm going to give you all these welfare programs. But you're going to lick my motherfucking boots. You hear me? You're going to lick my motherfucking boots and you're going to do what the fuck I say. You're going to follow my motherfucking agenda in order to get these crumbs I'm giving your poor black ass. I feel that's the mentality of the Democrats. After all, Biden going to say, if you vote for Trump, you're not black. Now, what kind of insult is that? You think he would say that shit to any other race? Man, Democrats been brainwashing black folks and trying to make black people dependent on them for years. And then when they do get in office, they don't do a motherfucking thing. It's the same old shit. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. We gonna do this for the black community. We gonna do that. Man, they'll tell you anything. They selling you a pipe dream. They can tell you anything to get them motherfucking votes. And they want you... They don't never want a black person to be independent. And that's why I hate when you got a black person that might like Trump and vote for Trump, and they got to be dogged out, criticized, and called a coon or Uncle Tom because they're going against the grain. That's fucked up. They don't want a motherfucker to be independent. They don't want a motherfucker to think for themselves, man. And I'm just saying, man, you got to wake up, man. Wake up and see what the real deal is. Everybody, oh, man, if you don't vote, you're going to die. And come on, man. All that bullshit that these liberals is putting out there on the news and making, exaggerating shit and making shit worse than what it is. Come on, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I made more motherfucking money than I did when up under Trump than I did up under Obama. Obama didn't do a motherfucking thing. And that's no knock towards him, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's the lesser of two evils. They both is politicians, and a politician gonna lie, steal, do whatever they can, tell you whatever that they think you want to hear to win that motherfucking vote, man. To win that fucking vote. The only reason why I rock with Trump, and I really don't rock with him like that, but the only reason why I don't fuck with Biden and none of them, the whole motherfucking Democratic Party ran they fucking race off of taking away people guns and shit. Well, why they want to take away law abiding people guns that's lawfully obtained their guns? Why would they want to take away your guns? Don't you know if they take away your guns, your AR-14, AR-15, I even thinking like Biden. He called them an AR-14. Listen, I'm going to say AR-14, Biden with your dumb ass. Listen, the only reason why they want to do that, so you can be a victim to the criminals out there. Democrats want you to stay up under their motherfucking boot, so they can dog your motherfucking ass. They want to make you dependent on their food stamps, make you dependent on that little bit of welfare money, and you got to follow their motherfucking rules. They don't really want your funky... See, I'm getting mad. They don't want your ass... They don't want your ass to be successful. You feel me? Republicans off doing their own thing. They don't give a fuck whether, they already made it. They don't give a fuck whether you make it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me no motherfucking difference. But Democrats, they want you to rely on them. If they get you where they want you and you become dependent on them, you fucked. You ain't really got no freedom. And that's the motherfucking truth. But yeah, Biden, you can't take my AR-14. You cannot take my AR-14 with your dumb ass. That's what I'm saying about these politicians, man. But I guarantee you that Biden, his security detail, I bet you they got MP5s. I bet you they got AR-15s. I bet you they got, MPXs. They got all that shit. M4s. They got all that shit, man. So don't talk that shit to us. We know better in the gun community, man. So, it's just fucked up, man. I don't like neither party. So therefore, fuck it, man. It's like it's just fucked up. You got to be independent. Learn to think for yourself and see through all this bullshit that the media. I remember, man, before I awoken, I used to watch CNN all the time, and they really did have me fooled thinking, all that fucked up shit, man. And now that I see it for what it is, it's bias. They willing to do whatever it is because they personally don't like Trump, and they're exaggerating and all that shit, man. All that shit, man. People, y'all open up y'all eyes and see that shit for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? See that shit for what it really is, man. Hold on to your guns. If you don't have a gun, keep your gun. This video was about my Glock mags, and it totally went into something else. But I feel like y'all need to hear that, man. And obviously, Biden don't know what the fuck he talking about. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. And then I saw Kamala, whatever the fuck her name is, laughing. And, I can't even tell you how many niggas she done locked up. Another insult is Biden think because he chose a so-called black woman, the bitch don't look all the way black to me. I don't know what the fuck she is, but we supposed to automatically vote for you because you're black? You better get the fuck out my motherfucking face. Get the fuck out my face. I don't give a fuck. Do you hear me? And then another thing that the liberals and the Democrats love to do to get a nigga's attention, they always like to cry racism. You notice that? They always like to cry racism because they know the word racism is a trigger point for niggas, for black folks, for niggas. It's a trigger point for a nigga. You mentioned a nigga could be in the middle of fucking. You hear me? About to bust a nut, and he hears somebody say racism. That nigga gonna be like, what? That's a trigger point. That's a trigger point. They love to get a nigga's attention by playing that race card, because they know the word racism is a trigger point. That's why you can, Trump, he racist and all that bullshit. Me personally, I don't think that the nigga is racist. I don't think the nigga is racist. I think the nigga might be crazy, a little crazy, but I don't think he racist. You know what I'm saying? But Liberals and Democrats love to play the race card and make niggas feel like niggas are victims and make niggas feel like something is owed to us. And it ain't shit owed to us, man. I say get out there, be your own man, be your own woman, and get yours. Fuck them fucking Democrats, fuck they fucking food stamps. You know, they can kiss my motherfucking ass. I'll never be at your motherfucking mercy. I remember back in the day when a lot of blacks was on welfare and shit, and when the social worker from the welfare would come out and shit, the man would have to hide. He would have to hide. And that's some liberal Democrat shit right there. You know, so I don't give a fuck. Really, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about neither party. Fuck a Republican. Fuck a Democrat. Be a fucking independent and think for yourself, man. And do whatever the fuck that benefits you. Do what benefits you at the end of the day. Don't buy into all that bullshit, man. And another thing, if you a black father, a black mom, you know, I'm going to tell you something too, man. Don't let your kids at a young age watch them old ass, you know, slavery movies like Gone with the Wind and The Imitation of Life, because that kid will take that shit in and he'll be fucked up in the head, and he'll look at, it's either two things gonna happen if you let your kid watch those type of movies. They either gonna be racist against good white people, you know, because not every white person is evil and racist and the devil and all that shit. Don't fall into that shit either. But they gonna look at a white person a certain type of way. They gonna or they gonna feel like they really is inferior. So don't fuck up your kids' mind. It's okay letting them know your you know, the history of slavery and all that. That's important. But don't let them watch that shit, man. Don't, because it's gonna fuck their minds up. And I say the same thing to the white people out there. Don't let your kids watch them old slavery movies and shit, because they might be thinking they really is superior or whatever. Or they might be feeling, you know, oh, I'm guilty and all that. Don't, whatever that you didn't do, don't feel guilty for shit that you didn't have no parts of. Even though you may have benefited from it, hey man, it's a cold, cold world. What I'm about is you picking your own self up off your bootstraps, knowing how to make that money, hustle, whatever. Do whatever that benefits you and your family. And get one of these motherfuckers to protect that and protect your family. That's what I'm all about. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't give a shit if you were purple, blue, orange, red. I don't give a fuck. What really matters at the end of the day is what's in your heart, man. You feel me? It's assholes, hateful motherfuckers in every race. In every fucking race. It is. It's good and bad. So I'm all about the good. You know, if goodness is inside us, then love will guide us. You feel me? So be righteous and get your gun. Get your guns to protect you and yours, you and your loved ones. Because at the end of the day, man, that's what it's all about. Righteousness. Being on the side of righteousness and fighting evil. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do, but stay righteous. Stay righteous, man. Protect you and yours. Don't fall into the hype. Guns are evil, and you know all what's gonna happen is you're gonna kill somebody and you're gonna take somebody's life. Then hey man, if you gotta do what you gotta do. If it comes down to your life or intruder's life or somebody trying to take your life, you take their life, man. And don't feel guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? Get you a gun, learn your gun, practice with your gun, go to the range with your gun so you be comfortable with your gun. So when the motherfucker do try to break in and rape you or rape your wife or, you know, rape your kid, you gonna put this righteous ass bullet in their ass. Because it's a lot of evil, sick motherfuckers out there that don't give a fuck and wouldn't hesitate to take your life. You understand me? Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Because if you don't, I will drill that shit in your head. Because I love you. I love you, man. I love y'all. And I don't want to see nothing bad happen to y'all. You know? I really don't. I really don't. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to y'all. But anyway, man, I done made this video into something totally different, man. But I feel like y'all need to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to hear that. Think, be independent. If you're watching this video and you done made it to the end, God bless you. But my thing is, take this away from this video. Fuck what the right say. Fuck what the left say. What all that matters is what you think, and think logical. And whatever that fits your agenda, then hey, man, go for it. If it don't benefit you, fuck it. That's all I'm saying, because everybody got their own agendas. Everybody got their own narratives. You feel what I'm saying? If you put it on CNN right now, I guarantee you they talking about the motherfucking coronavirus. You know why? Because that's their narrative. They trying to make Trump look bad as if that's Trump's fault. I can't blame him for that when we ain't never seen no type of shit like this before. How the fuck you supposed to react? And it was like he knew about it and tried to downplay it when maybe he really didn't want to panic everybody. You know, that's no different than when 9/11 happened and George Bush was in that school. Remember, he was in the classroom. He didn't just run out of that classroom. He stayed there. He got criticized for it, but he said he didn't jump up and run because he didn't want to panic the nation. I mean, but, you know, liberals will do anything to make a conservative look bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. You know what CNN doing to Trump? Let Biden win. Fox gonna do the same thing to Biden. They gonna fuck with him. It's the same thing, man. That's why you don't fuck both of them. Think for yourself, be independent, and do what's best for you at the end of the day. But yeah, shit, I've been going on for 32 minutes. Well, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And and somebody left a comment saying they disagreed with me and they won't be subscribing. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say your name, but you ain't got to motherfucking subscribe. Like I'll tell you again, my motherfucking channel is not for everybody. I ain't got a gun to your head making you watch this motherfucking channel. If you don't like it, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to make no fucking comment. You can just keep it moving. So it must be something you like about my sex.